Warning. Still third mission. Oh shit, I forgot. Forgot. Out there. Inside the car. What the?
They have better software. Satellite offices are always too busy.
Not there.
Might as well be ghosts. I'll run it through a few filters. See if I can figure it out.
So there's downstairs.
Dark days ahead.
Agents Lee, Walker, and Hall.
Ain't one of them would pop up.
Thank you.
State police are playing stingy with sharing.
Right now, I think my blood is about 60%
Maybe the
Catholic.
connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up? Oh shit. The Vector Institute is one of the only places in the world that has smallpox
Patience is the
samples.
first thing you learn to handle.
Thanks.
So
Keep digging.
fucking huge buttons. Wow. Such a huge fucking buttons. What the?
I'll nail it.
That's all the
Maybe
data I
whoever's
have.
in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
Are they all have blind? That's the better.
It's gonna take them a while to piece the fix together.
Better to see them. What's that?
Security footage from the train station is spotty at best.
Stop running, yo.
One of them would pop up on some lists.
Jim Miller.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Jim Miller over there, right? Jim Miller? Wow. 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 It's for special guests, right? Or just for the big ones? No Jim Miller. Jim Miller?
Exfil is impossible. The LZ is totally overrun.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
I'll nail it.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Safety is the primary concern.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Jim Miller.
To malfunctioning augmentation. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting.
Run DNA checks through all the outlets.
Many of the protests.
Jim. Jim Murray.
Jakarta's no picnic right now, I'll tell you that.
I'll mail it.
I can't really talk to you now. I'm busy.
Oh, I see. Understandable. Jim? They have one? Spell? Jim? Jim? Jim?
So, you've decided you need some practice. Huh? You know the best tip my training officer ever gave me? Reload your weapon before it's empty. Saves time. If you zoom in using iron sight, you'll acquire targets faster. Try it. You'll see the difference.
I'm already using this.
Of course, you know a headshot is the fastest way to take down a target. But watch out for helmets. They'll slow you down.
Yeah.
Okay, if your target is wearing armor, you'll do less damage per round. See how many rounds it takes to get through? Let's try armor piercing this time.
Eesh. Armor piercing. Boom.
Easier, right?
Wow.
Remember that, Agent. The right tool for the right situation. Could save your life.
Sure. Good
Now,
saving
let's
life.
take a look at the technical targets. These are tougher to disable using regular ammo. They tell me shooting security devices isn't usually the best way to go. You should try to disable them. Once you've disabled the security device, your armor-piercing rounds will take it out more easily. You should always have at least one backup weapon. so you can improvise, adapt, overcome any situation. Hoorah! Seems like you're warmed up now. Let's go over some of the
Booyah.
other aspects of your weapons.
No. Yo, how to open?
I like how silencers reduce sound, but the trade-off is less stopping power, less damage per hit. See how much extra ammo you need because of the silencer? Back to normal. But if you need to be quiet, Adam, the silencer's the way to go. Just remember the decreased damage. You know, there are several other types of attachments you can use to upgrade your weapons. Keep your eyes open for them. Again, reloading your weapon before it's empty saves time.
I see.
The pistol in full auto will take down targets fast, but it'll burn through your ammo. That's your refresher, but I'm sure you already knew all that stuff, Adam. Feel free to come back anytime.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam, hang on a sec. Filling out supply request forms for McCready and his boys is tedious as hell, but I don't want to give him another reason to say no.
Say no to what?
Are you kidding me? Right now, you're the only active augmented agent we have. I'm hoping to change that, been asking him every week practically, but so far, permission denied.
Really? He give you a reason?
Says my stress levels are too high. Told me I should sign up for meditation classes and drag Chang in with me so he'd chill out and stop changing security codes all the time. It sucks because I really wanted to find out who those crashers in Dubai were.
I still can't believe Miller gave the gold mask case to McCready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. You were there too. You're probably as pissed about those guys getting the drop on the team in Dubai as McCready is. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been there. Agent Singh might have been killed.
It could have been worse. That's why I want to find these guys. Maybe I'll talk to McCready, see if I can help.
Good luck with that. He chewed me out for asking if I could help with the case. I should have kept his new key card. I don't want him stinking up my range anyway.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, so it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know, but Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Arya. Semper Fi.
Hoorah.
What?
After the bombing, when Chang changed all the locks and codes, was he under orders? Was there a credible threat to our location?
Maybe, but I don't think so. You know how he gets. Still, he wasn't the only one overreacting this time. A lot of people have been here for over 36 hours, and the state police have not exactly been cooperative.
I can imagine.
It took several hours before we got the security footage from the train station and surrounding streets. It's like they don't trust Interpol. It's weird. I can almost understand Chang's paranoia.
Well, Chang doesn't trust anyone, especially anyone in law enforcement.
Well, if you thought he was high-strung before, the attack only made him more manic. He's making connections no one else sees, and some that may not be there.
Explosions tend to damage things like sensitive electronic equipment.
Right? Try telling him that.
Well, I better let you get back to work.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected.
initiated. Access granted.
Hey, Adam.
Designed to get maximum range.
Personal security of my machine. That's amazing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Oh. What a waste.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
hele, tak vy si myslíte, že mi jazyk rozváže nějaký šroub? Naserte si!
Whatever.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Collective shade right. Please report to your department. Urgent. Katarina Norman to Agent Creed's office. Agent Norman, report to Agent Creed. Fully urgent.
Jensen, we need to talk.
Everywhere for the past week.
No, fuck you.
It isn't safe. So someone needs to be the example.
Fully urgent.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
I've run DNA checks through all the outlets.
Maybe whoever. I'd love to get a
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
The gin still believes Janus relies on public perception. Preemptive action would be great if we represent. Keep digging.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours.
Negative.
Still
They're
nothing.
saying it was faulty wiring.
Let me.
You know who's been suspiciously quiet the last couple of days? The Collective.
Designed to get maximum speed.
Got it. Sorry.
Maybe it's a cliche that in order to catch a criminal you have to think like one, but it also happens to be true.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agents.
Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed in the explosion. Composition can tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really gets us.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Listening to this police chatter? Oh my god, it's a comedy of errors.
Access granted.
I'd rather not say what this reminds me of.
No, it's the right call. I'm relieved, to be
Just wish
honest.
someone would nut up and take the blame.
Patience is the first thing you learn to have. Second, it's optional.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring.
No, that's not consistent with the train station cameras.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread. I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but
It's a smart move. They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
I don't even
They've been
know where
everywhere
to
for the
start
past
with
week.
percentages.
This is so weird.
Janus relies on public perception.
Ah, what to say about the Juggernaut Collective that isn't speculation. A bunch of their members were running operations out of Montreal in 27, resurfacing for a while in 28. You heard of the Rifleman Bank Station? Bell Tower? Anyway, the Collective is a group of hacker activists, or hacktivists. Oh my god, I hate that word. Dedicated to the cause of freedom. At least that's what they say, or what their actions appear to say.
One of them would
They
pop
fight
up on
corruption
some
by
list
exposing
somewhere.
hypocrisy and protecting the unprotected.
Scrubbing through garbage.
No one knows the real power structure inside of the Collective, but there is one name that echoes over the darknet, and that name that echoes even louder than Hex, and you can talk to Peter Chang if you don't believe me. That name is Janus, and some say Janus runs everything, while others think there is no Janus.
I highly doubt whoever did this bothered to stick around.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
Janus relies on public
Here we go, the Church of the Machine God, and to some, the Church of the Machine, without the God. And then again, to others, the Singularity Church of the Machine God. This group has so many names and subgroups, it's hard to keep track. And believe it or not, they've been around in one form or another since the early 1970s. There are a lot of contradictory reports on who they are and what they want, but in general, they all want the same thing. They want to merge their consciousnesses and become one with the Machine God through a ritual they call
Composition could tell us a
ascension.
lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
So weird.
The New Sons of Freedom, or NSF, is a small group of militant constitutionalists and secessionists operating in the continental United States, particularly in the Pacific
or is it
Northwest.
not a probable
The group
target?
was formed as a reaction to the American government's increasingly authoritarian regime. NSF is committed to fighting the influence and control of a group of unknown people they believe to be the Illuminati with strategic guerrilla warfare strikes.
Preemptive
They are
action would be
suspected of
great.
having ties with Janus and the Juggernaut Collective. Samizdat is an underground news outlet that likes to think of itself as the real news. They are anti-establishment and anti-almost everything else, including business addresses, so we like to keep our eyes and ears open for any mention of them.
We're advising people to stay at home.
These guys might as well be
example.
ghosts.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
They're posturing, as opposed to conducting an actual investigation.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
How's security over
You know as much as I do about these guys. They're augmented, well-trained, and very dangerous. And they seem to be massing weapons and augs for some sort of attack. We don't know what yet.
Preemptive action would be great.
First thing you learn to have. Second,
Ah, Agent Singh, great poker player. I still owe him 100 credits. So I hope his incursion with the Jinn lasts another few months. You know, maybe he'll forget I owe him the money.
Tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
Dr. Talos Rucker, former limb clinic doctor and current leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition. Rucker has chosen to leave his native Germany and to live in the Utelek complex near Prague as a protest to draw attention to the upcoming Human Restoration Act vote. Rucker is a pacifist and believes that what is happening in Prague is what will happen all over the world if the Restoration Act becomes law.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring.
This is so weird.
You've heard of these guys. ARC, or the Augmented Rights Coalition. They're a human rights group who, on the surface at least, is trying to provide equal rights for augmented augmented people. It was started by Dr. Talos Rucker soon after the AUG incident, when Rucker started to speak out against the anti-AUG legislation that was being passed by several local governments. If you ask me, it's not working. Things seem to be getting worse. ARC preaches non-violence, but a string of terror attacks has put them on the terror watch list. So I'll let you be the judge.
Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
Ah, Wasim Alam, the head of the Jinn, former limb clinic doctor and surgeon before he turned to more profitable enterprises. He brings the same cold and calculated approach he brought to saving lives to running his business with his brother, Salar.
Wait. Is it? Oh. Huh. I thought it's...
You think one of them would pop up at some list?
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
Conducting an actual investigation relies
Okay.
on public perception.
The Church of the Machine God has a leader, but all we know about her at this point is that she's a woman, and they call her Mother. That's creepy, right? I think that's really creepy.
Yeah, that's
Just wish
fucking
someone would nut
creepy.
up and take the blame.
There's a rumor that the Church of the Machine God is building a machine that will help bring forth the singularity. Sure, I guess that's a possibility.
Negative.
I'm just not sure what they would plug that machine into. Janus. I mean, what can you say about him? Or her. Nobody really knows who or what Janus is. But what many believe is that Janus is running the most dangerous hacking group in the world, attacking corrupt politicians and businesses on a global scale. The corporate world is terrified of Janus.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
Otar's right-hand man is this guy, Vano. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean, but he's strong and loyal, something Otar values greatly.
What I hear, the explosives were
Our
designed to
arms
get
dealer
maximum
Shepard,
spread.
aka John Trent, is a former Special Forces commander and ex-Bell Tower operative.
Guys might as well be
And
ghosts.
as is typical for those ex-Bell Tower employees, he's been selling off old Bell Tower tech and
Composition
weapons.
can tell us a
But we
lot,
don't need to
but
worry
it's the
about
trigger
him.
that really does the
He was
talking.
killed by those gold mask guys in Dubai. I would have thought you'd had your fill of these guys since Dubai, Jensen. The Jinn, a group of smugglers led by twin brothers, Salar and Wasim Alam. Their exact base of operations is unknown, but it's most likely in Muscat, Oman. The brothers Alam have been in operation since 2020, and have greatly expanded their operations since then, recruiting mercenaries, ex-military, nationalistic agitators, and other colorful criminal agitators from Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and the surrounding region. They deal in drugs, weapons, medical implants, AUGs, and they occasionally throw in some human trafficking.
This is so weird.
Preemptive action would be great.
This guy is the face of the Jinn and a charismatic force of nature. They call him the Bull of the North and the Heart of the
Force
Jinn.
of nature.
Real name Salar, works in conjunction with his cold and calculating brother, Wasim, who saved his life during the AUG incident. He is proudly augmented and parades his AUGs around wherever and whenever he likes. The hatred of AUGs from groups around the world has only emboldened him and his organization.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing
Purity
percentages.
First is an anti-AUG group dedicated to keeping humans human, all pure, no augmentations. In their obsessive pursuit of this goal, they have taken extreme measures and are suspected of being responsible
I'd
for
love to get a
multiple
look
acts
at
of
the
breaking and
bonfire
entering,
myself, but
vandalism, and theft.
no dice, not our
On
show.
occasion, they've even become violent, being implicated in several assaults and murders as they push for their goal of human purity.
I'd rather not.
They've been quiet since the incident.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring.
Otar Bodkavelli. This guy's a classic. They don't make many like him anymore. Sharp mind, a real businessman. One of those gangsters who thinks that crime is a necessary evil.
Negative. They're saying it
It's
was
gonna
faulty
happen.
wiring.
He's there to make sure people have respect and make good
I
money.
highly doubt
Good
whoever did
business.
this.
Run DNA checks through all the outlet agencies. Nothing. I've run DNA checks through all the
Ah,
outlet
the elusive Radic Nikoladzzi. This guy's a piece of work. Driven and ruthless.
where to
When
start
he
with
came up,
theorizing
he was the
percentages.
youngest boss in the Diwali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss. He's in control.
What
And
I
he
hear,
squashed more than a few
explosives
people
were
who tried to
designed
put
to
him
get
down along the
maximum
way.
spread.
Nice.
Ah, the Diwali called this guy Constantine. Like that's supposed to be intimidating, right?
You'd think one of them would
We don't
pop
have a
up.
last name for
Just wish
Constantine,
someone
but
would
until
nut
his
up and
death in the
take the
Rizika bombing, he was a high-placed member of the Diwali crime family, answering to Otar Bodkavelli. We suspect he has lots of connections in the upper echelons of the organization, all the
I'd
way
love
up
to
to
get a look
Radic
at the bomb
Nikoladzzi
site
and
myself,
beyond.
but no dice,
guys
not our
might
show.
be ghosts.
I suspect that he's a Khan, a spy that watches the Diwali lieutenant closely to make sure he doesn't make a move on the boss.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
I've run run DNA checks through all the
Classic Diwali structure has two spies, or pakhans, working for the lieutenant who report directly to the boss, to make sure he stays the boss. Those guys are pretty
Preemptive
violent.
action would be great if we knew where to start.
This is so
Oh, here we go. The
Here we go.
Diwali crime family. As you may already know, they're one of the largest crime syndicates in Eastern
Composition
Europe,
could tell
but
us
they
a
do
lot, but
business
it's the
almost
trigger that we
everywhere,
get
from
the
Northern Europe
think
all the
one
way to
of
the
them
Middle
might
East.
pop up on some
After their
lists.
humble beginnings in a coastal town in Georgia, the Diwali quickly moved from gambling to more lucrative criminal enterprises, till they found their specialty, smuggling, which includes human
Composition
trafficking
could tell
too.
us a lot, but it's
The Diwali
trigger
can
that
get
we
anything to anywhere. It's as if borders just don't exist to them. But their rapid expansion came at the cost of their Georgian purity, when they started incorporating an ever-increasing number of Russians into the group. If you ask me, I think a major power struggle is coming within the Diwali. One of the old versus the new, the past versus the future.
Conducting an actual investigation. Most likely eyewitnesses were smashed.
Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start.
There's a rumor that the Church of the Machine God is building a machine that will help bring forth the singularity. Sure, I guess that's a possibility. I'm just not sure what they would plug that machine into.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but
The Church of the Machine God has a leader, but all we know about her at this point is that she's a woman and they call her Mother. That's creepy, right? I think that's really creepy.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
They've been everywhere for the past week.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
Patience, I've run DNA checks through all the outlets.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Guys might as well be ghosts.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
Right now, I think my blood is about 60%.
Negative. They're saying it was faulty wiring. What I hear, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
Run DNA checks through all the outlets.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
Nothing. This is so weird.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside the Sika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalan complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Elijah Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to
State police are playing stingy, sharing it. You think one of them
Is it or is it not a
this train station is spotty at best.
This is Elijah
It is Jensen, yes?
Reporting to you live.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list or something.
Areas constantly raided.
Preventive action would be great.
God, my run DNA checks for all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Back to New York.
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You checked with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
For now. That's why it's a good thing you disabled the Jinn's comms booster in Dubai. Singh's cover with the Jinn is still intact. I'm hoping once he's back in Basra, he can use his network to dig around. Maybe these gold mask jokers will ping locally. Probably another fucking jihad looking to make some noise.
I don't know. I'm not so sure we should be looking for these guys in the desert.
Ah, is that so? You have some new information you feel like sharing?
Come on, McCready. These guys were augmented with military-grade hardware. Body augmentation goes against Muslim beliefs. They weren't jihadists. We're dealing with something new here.
I can see where you're going with this, Jensen, and I'm asking you right now to back off it. It's not your case.
You always this pig-headed? Or you just going out of your way on my account?
Miller mentioned that he might be pissed not getting to follow up with the investigation. I told him it wouldn't be a problem. I'm not being pig-headed, mate. I'm following orders. And I get a bit of a kick watching you squirm over it.
So you're just an asshole.
I thought we established that in Dubai. Now, get out of my face, Jensen. I have work to do.
And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Hikers News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Ruzicka train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the 3rd such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Dallas Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Udalek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12-year-old boy as president. In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg. And in the US, millions of workers lost their jobs.
He was waiting for us. Yeah. That's funny.
Most dangerous criminal.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list
Like
somewhere.
whatever praises the underground media wants to say. This is Eliza Cassan.
That's smart.
Reporting to you live from Picus.
Smart.
Ariel is constantly bringing you
This is so
the
weird.
latest technology. Our portable data system massive storage capacity, flexible screens, and over 1,000 other unique patented features. Ariel.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
To
Nothing.
New York.
God.
And a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human
These guys might as well be
Restoration Act.
ghosts.
This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet
Be
agencies.
arrested
Nothing.
and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives.
You'd
due
think
to
one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence
so
and
weird.
rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you, live.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
I'm going to start that. You got this. Ashanti Enterprises. For all you need to get Ashanti.
This is so weird.
I guess the transit authority isn't in much of a hurry.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed. when
You'd think
an
one of them would
augmented
pop up on
passenger
some
broke into
list
the plane's
somewhere.
cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been severing flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2
These
years
guys
ago,
might as well be
augmented
ghosts.
people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but
Agent Jensen!
terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while.
Alright.
Run DNA.
Agent
What?
Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29.
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted, high spec, military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Right. It's the world we live in.
Not funny.
Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist.
There's not necessarily a second pencil.
Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
I guess the transit authority
You think one of them is Jensen?
Yes.
Calls for the removal and downgrading of all
Run DNA checks through all the outlet agencies. Nothing. Security picture of the train station spotted. Run DNA checks through all the You think one
Composition
of them
could tell us a lot.
Jensen, we need to talk. By God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha-Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I'm gonna need more information about this snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions.
You got an MO in this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Stop repeating yourself.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
What can you tell me about our front company?
Praha-Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party.
That sucks.
I need you to find out as much as you can about our snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
All right. You have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Hull Avenue. Just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
Be careful.
Fully urgent. Urgent. Catarina Noyan to Agent Cree's office. Agent Noyan. Fully urgent.
Preemptive action would be great if we knew where to start.
Nothing. These guys might as well be ghosts.
Agent Jensen!
Ah. Briefing?
Do the Jinn still believe
One of them
it's
would
been
pop
told?
up on some list.
We need to know. Poverty of error. Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to visit.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
But
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want it.
All the data I have. All the outputs.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it. Negative. We're saying it's
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Detected. Trace program anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked
yeah,
up?
sure. Sorry.
Security footage from the train station is spotted.
They don't care about your
Run DNA checks for all the outlets.
I'd love to get a look at the bond.
Yes, yours.
Things got pretty hairy inside.
Ah, really? So easy.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you. Now!
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry.
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things.
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble.
What? Oh, that. No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Rosika investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
With all due respect, we were blindsided in Dubai. And those mercs put up one hell of a firefight. I'd like to know who they were.
They were augmented, Jensen. Chances are this will lead right back home.
To the train station attack?
Maybe. It's possible. But we won't know for sure if we don't investigate both. Mac's a solid agent. I'm confident he'll dig up something on the gold masks. And once we get Singh reinserted with the Jinn, he might be able to use their network to find out even more. As long as his cover wasn't blown. Regardless, I want you looking into Rosika before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
Yes, sir. You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
Chang said you've got him cleaning up Intellicam footage that was captured during the bombing. Maybe it can tell us something.
Maybe. But between you and me, Chang's become a little more unglued since Rosika. Not sure we can wait for him to get his shit together.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Rosika? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to the metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
Passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Wow. With the stats of portable
I'm doing extra communication scanning tonight for an operation in China. Our people there are taking different
This is a young organization, they're pretty smart. If they get any bigger, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Oh man, you think one of them would pop up?
The Jinn still believe what I need you to do is listen. Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up? Just wish somebody nut up
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Jane has provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
I should have stayed in bed.
Hej ty, plechovku, víš, že tady sedět nesmíš. No tak, vypadni odsud. Cože? Tahle lavička je pro naturál. Jenom pro naturál. Dejte mi. Jo, já ti dám.
Bad enough when he was just drugs. Papers?
Oh? Yes, of course.
Those are the wrong ones. They don't clear you for this zone.
Right, sorry. These should be the right ones.
Look up. Okay, you are clear. But be more careful,
Yes,
understand?
thank you.
Hobos, augs, prostitutes. City is falling apart.
Preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile,
Jestli v tom fakt jedou, jak to zastavit?
when they rigged the electronic voting system and elected a 12
A customer, welcome.
Brave new world.
In Russia,
Hello. Wait, were you followed here?
What? What do you mean?
You can't be too careful. They have eyes everywhere.
Right. And I suppose you have all I need to make sure they stay out of my business, right?
I do. But don't let the shop fool you, it is only a sideline. I mainly sell parts, raw materials, you know, the sort of thing you can use to make something else. Listen, you look familiar. Have we met before?
No, I'm pretty sure I'd remember.
I wouldn't. I get occasional memory loss, ever since the incident. I got rid of my AUG right after that. Inner ear implant used to help me with my balance, but now I just hear ringing all the time. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Never mind, anyway. Let's change the subject. You want some of those special ingredients I mentioned?
I think I'll be on my way.
Sure, sure. But before you go, you don't by any chance have any neuropozine you can spare, do you?
Why do you need it if you're not augmented anymore?
My brain still thinks I am. Some joke, huh? So, can you help me out?
Sure, here you go.
Thanks. You're all right, you know that? A real friend. You should go down to my basement and have a look around. I've got some cool stuff down there.
Polarize the dialogue on both sides.
Připadá mi, jako by se měsíc tlakem na
Nice.
Keep it out of my report.
Radši bych rozdával lístky na špatnou platku.
Keep it out of my report.
Jasně, že zrovna já trčím.
Bulls, augs, prostitutes. The city is falling apart.
These are the great concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns a priority. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government.
Come in.
Anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever.
Look at those guys. Doing alright.
Bad enough when he was just drugs.
Anxious.
Hele, koukejte nám dát pokoj, nebo... People like it?
All right, Miller, I'm at the metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive anytime you call up Rizika Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Rizika?
Plan A wasn't working.
Oh, shit. Go back to Golem City.
Enough problems already.
This is interesting.
Tak tohle byla velká chyba. Jet ve voze, kam augové nesměj? To by vás mohlo přijít draho. Ukažte mi doklady.
Wrong train car. Right. They're all going to the same place, aren't
Na
they?
stejný místo? No jasně, že jedou na stejný místo. Je to stejný vlak, vy idiote. Tady. Údaje souhlasej, ale už to příště nedělejte.
Bastard.
Damn, Nox.
We should be patrolling.
Do
in
not
squad.
kill me. I have a family.
Don't you have anything better to do than waste my time?
Zaplať se tamhle, plecháč.
Vypadni odsaď, plechovko.
Keep an
eye on you
all.
Move along, everyone.
Nothing.
Kurva, co zase?
Looking forward to a firefight.
We will not tolerate interference.
Then I'll get clear.
Proceed.
I got your device.
argue with obstructions.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Špatná fronta, plekáč. Do fronty
Exact same people. Are they in a loop?
Zasranej auk ve vagonu pro naturály! Chcete snad vyvolat paniku? Ukažte mi papíry. Dělejte, nebo vás seberu.
I don't have time to waste with this. Make it fast.
Vemte si je a vypadněte. Až příště pojedete metrem, použijte vagon pro augy. Máme svých problémů dost i bez takových potížistů, jako jste vy.
Ah.
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there?
Get out of here, Clank.
Spread from up here.
Stay out of his way.
Hezký vybavení.
A list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented.
What did you do that for?
I'm protecting the real people in the building. And most of them on that list are a few months late with their rent anyway.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Careful, don't run. That might be the opposite side.
Hey, are you interested in clean guns for a good price?
The Ashanti energy drinks. For all you need to get Ashanti.
Come on. I saw to anyone. I haven't seen anything as good as you.
251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the cockpit and ruthlessly butchered his flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the August. That horrible day.
Back it up, freak.
People all over the world.
Come on in. Weapons for sale. Last chance. Just give me a reason
I
to
cannot
shoot.
speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me.
This is a waste of time, you know. Just stop talking. For the love of God.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Fucking the Valley run this city. Nice. Time for a...
What? Yeah. Have accident.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
Everyone is doing it.
Já nic nevidím. Tahle hlídka nemá smysl.
You've got to hand it to Nathaniel Brown.
Known as Northgate, the exclusive remains of the fortification that surrounded
More than a few around.
We are getting overtime in hazard pay for this, right?
It's terrifying. Every bomb.
Nemůžu se dočkat.
I was just waiting for an explosion.
Wonderful.
Isn't it just awful? So many people died.
Fucking great.
Feels like everyone's bad.
Zažádám o přeložení k razím. Vážně jsme k ničemu.
I heard a bunch of runaways lived down in the sewers, formed their own.
Oh.
Hello. Wouldn't treat a dog like quickly. They were shocked when I
Sorry. No já tady během té doby byl. Ty reformy se zavedly hlavně proto, aby přilákali korporace. A to zabral.
Come on, you know how to do it.
Fajn, tak se měj.
Look for the next.
Když je to jednodušší, taky to sem přitáhlo 50 metrů. Kolik korporátní soukromí neprůstřelný.
Who else will take care of it?
There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the former limb clinic. It would be really nice if you open it.
You are in violation of Civilian Conduct Code 512. Stop immediately.
What the hell is this?
Can't believe a word they say.
How are they taking it?
Ale útočiště pro auto. Veřejný mínění by celý ten projekt mohlo potopit. Dobrý.
Spire might freeze to death.